Breaking news for every UK household this July: thousands of families and pensioners could receive over £2,550 in government support through a mix of DWP and HMRC benefits. From universal credit and child benefit to personal independence payment and the state pension, the most common support payments in Britain are adding up to a massive lifeline during one of the toughest summers in recent memory. But are you eligible? Could you be missing out on hundreds, even thousands, of pounds this month alone? We're breaking down the full benefit package, what you could get, who qualifies, and how to check your entitlement before it's too late. Stay with us. Let's start with the foundation for millions of working-age people across the UK: universal credit. This flagship DWP benefit is designed to support people on low incomes or those out of work entirely. Whether you're job hunting, unable to work due to illness or disability, or simply trying to support your family on a tight wage, universal credit could be your key to financial breathing space. In July, the maximum standard allowance of universal credit is now £628, 10p per month for a couple over 25. For single adults, the monthly amount ranges from £316, 90p if you're under 25, to £400, 14p if you're over 25. And that's just the basic rate. Add in elements for children, housing support, childcare, or health conditions, and many households are seeing their monthly payments rise even higher. These increases came into effect after the April uprating, where benefits were boosted in line with the Consumer Prices Index, meaning more money in the hands of struggling families during this cost of living crisis. But remember, if you live with a partner, your entitlement is calculated based on your combined income and savings. So you'll need to apply jointly, and any money awarded will be paid into one account. Universal credit isn't just for one type of claimant. Whether you're a single parent, carer, student, or part-time worker, there are thousands of variations in how it can help. And with an average monthly payout now nearing £628, it's worth checking your eligibility. Next up, one of the largest and most vital payments across Britain: the state pension. More than 13 million people now receive the state pension, with most over the age of 66 relying on it as their main source of income. But here's what's new in July. After the biggest triple lock rise in years, the full new state pension is now £230, 25p per week. That's just shy of £1,000 per month, specifically £997. That figure is the result of the triple lock formula, a guarantee that ensures pension payments rise each April in line with inflation, average wage growth, or 2.5%, whichever is highest. It's helped protect pensioners from surging costs from food and gas to rent and council tax, but it also means more pensioners than ever are now on the edge of the income tax threshold. Still, with prices rising across the board, the uplift is essential. For those on the old basic state pension, usually those who retired before April 2016, the amount now sits at £176, 45p per week, again, a much-needed boost during one of the most challenging periods in recent memory. And if your income is still too low, pension credit could top up your payments, making sure you receive at least £227, 10p per week. Thousands of eligible pensioners haven't claimed it, and they are missing out on £3,000 or more a year. Let's talk about support for families. Child benefit, another major monthly support payment, is delivered through HMRC, and is still one of the most accessible family benefits available in Britain today. In July, child benefit pays £112, 88p per month, or £1,354, 60p a year for a household with 2 children. It breaks down as £26, 50p per week for your first child, and £17, 25p per week for each additional child. And here's the good news: there's no legal cap on how many children you can claim child benefit for. If you're raising 3, 4, even 5 children, you could be receiving hundreds more every month. The only limitation is the overall benefit cap: £23,000 outside London, and just under £26,000 within the capital. But many families don't realise that child benefit isn't just a monthly payment, it also protects your entitlement to the full state pension. That's because when you claim it, you're also getting national insurance credits if you're not working. That means it's especially important for stay-at-home parents, carers, and single mums and dads. Don't miss this payment. And now a benefit that is both vital and increasingly under scrutiny: personal independence payment, or PIP. If you're living with a long-term health condition, mental illness, or disability, you may be entitled to PIP, and in July, the combined maximum amount is up to £812 per month. The benefit is split into two parts: the daily living component and the mobility component, each with standard and enhanced rates. In July, the enhanced daily living rate is now £110, 40p per week. For mobility, it's £77, 50p per week at the enhanced level. That means someone receiving both enhanced components is entitled to £812, 28p per month. This benefit is not means tested, meaning your income or savings won't affect what you receive. It's based entirely on how your condition impacts your ability to perform daily tasks and move around. Although the new government has hinted at reforms and a controversial consultation on changing PIP is underway, nothing has yet changed for the current 2025-2026 tax year. Eligibility rules and payment rates remain the same, and anyone entitled to support should apply without delay. So let's tally it up. In 1 month, a household receiving all 4 of these benefits — universal credit, state pension, child benefit, and PIP — could theoretically bring in £2550, 26p in support. Of course, not every household qualifies for every benefit. But many families are eligible for more than one and still don't realize it. A single-parent household might be receiving PIP and child benefit. A couple over 66 could be collecting state pension and pension credit. A working-age household with children may qualify for universal credit and the child benefit top-up. The combinations are countless, but what's clear is this: millions of pounds are going unclaimed every month. And during a cost of living crisis, that can mean the difference between heating or eating, rent or arrears. The truth is, Britain's benefits system is vast, complex, and often misunderstood. But behind every statistic is a real person, someone struggling to make ends meet, pay bills, or care for a loved one. These benefits aren't handouts, they're support mechanisms for people facing tough times. So if you're watching this and wondering whether you or someone you know might qualify, take action. Visit the government's official websites. Use the online benefits calculators. Speak to your local council or citizens' advice. Or call the helpline numbers we list in every video. And here's the big takeaway: even if you only qualify for one benefit, it could be worth hundreds each month. Over a year, it could change your entire financial outlook. Let's take a closer look at universal credit, because many people assume they won't qualify, when in fact, they might be missing out on hundreds of pounds. Universal credit is available to people aged 18 or over, but under state pension age. You must be on a low income or out of work, but low income doesn't mean zero income. In fact, thousands of people in full-time jobs still claim universal credit because their wages don't cover essential living costs. For instance, if you're working 16 hours a week on minimum wage, paying rent, and supporting a child, your universal credit payment could be substantial. Rent support alone can be a game changer, especially for private tenants facing rising housing costs. And did you know that universal credit includes a childcare element? You could claim back up to 85% of your childcare costs. That's hundreds of pounds every month, something that many working families have no idea even exists. Carers, students with disabilities, young people leaving care — they all might qualify for extra support under universal credit. And if your circumstances change, such as job loss, relationship breakdown, or health issues, you can apply at any time. But here's the key: many people delay applying out of pride or fear of bureaucracy. The system isn't perfect. But applying is often simpler than assumed, especially with online services and support from citizens' advice available to help walk you through every step. For more updates like this, subscribe now. We break down the numbers, cut through the jargon, and explain your entitlements in plain English. Tap the bell so you never miss a DWP announcement, payment date, or hidden benefit tip. Because in today's economy, knowledge is power, and you deserve every pound you're entitled to. Stay safe. Stay informed.